Hi, my name is John Wilson, and again, my colleague, Jessica Vinitsky. Anonybit helps organizations, large and small, improve security, reduce risk, and maximize compliance with internal policies or external PII regulations. So we do this by helping organizations reduce or minimize account takeover fraud by replacing the user ID and password and that dreaded, annoying, antiquated 6-digit PIN with a biometric. And when I say biometric, that could be selfie, palm, fingerprint, voice, iris, either in isolation or in combination. Now, there are multiple organizations who provide biometric authentication, but as Jessica takes you through the demonstration, please consider 3 critical points. Number 1, Anonybit has the unique ability to do one-to-many lookup at the time of enrollment. Have we seen this face before associated with another account? That should help minimize account takeover fraud. Number 2 is we do not require your customers to download yet another application. And number 3, at the time of account recovery, many so-called biometric authenticators require a 6-digit PIN. We do not. You can continue to use the biometric. Let's take a look at our unique privacy-preserving platform.
So how does it work? At high level, when a biometric is captured, it's checked for liveness, converted into a vector, and then broken down into anonymized pieces. Each piece is then distributed across a multi-cloud environment and never reassembled. In other words, unlike Humpty Dumpty, we never put the biometric back together again. During authentication, the same process happens, and it's only the computation results that come back. So with Anonybit, attackers have nothing to access and nothing to steal. Now let's bring it to life and show you how our solution can be used across the entire user journey and from any channel, starting with onboarding. Now pretend I'm a new customer opening up a bank account. As a financial institution, you want to ensure that 1, I'm not already enrolled under a different name, I'm not using a synthetic identity, and 3, I'm not a blocklisted individual. The ID check is done, and now it's time to capture the biometric. At this stage, Anonybit can either capture the biometric directly, like I'm about to do, or we can ingest it from any onboarding process. So the first step here is collecting consent, which is always required with biometrics. Now I'm going to go ahead and capture my selfie. So from a user perspective, that was fast and simple. But let's take a look at what happened behind the scenes, because that's really where the magic happens. The system checked for liveness and injection attacks, which I passed both. And then it also conducted a one-to-many search for any duplicates or blocklisted individuals. And here at the bottom, you can see that the system actually flagged me as a potential duplicate, so a fraudster. So this capability helps stop fraud at onboarding and helps reduce potential losses and risk. So now pretend I'm not a fraudster and I was successfully enrolled. Now I'm going to go ahead and log into my bank account, my digital banking app. I'm going to enter the same user ID and now take another selfie. In the background, the system is going to conduct a one-to-one match to verify me. And just like that, I'm successfully authenticated without having to rely on passwords that I'm going to forget, one-time codes, or deal with delays. If we look in the back end again, we can see that I passed my authentication, the liveness detection and injection attack checks cleared, and how each node here, which are the pieces, return a score, and the system compiles it into an overall match score. So now that I'm logged into my bank account, let's go do a wire transfer. So I'm going to go ahead and wire John $10,000. Now this would be considered high risk, so normally I would be stepped up with a one-time code. But with Anonybit, I'm simply prompted to take a selfie as step-up authentication. So within seconds, my transaction is authorized and was sent. So now, step-up authentication is seamless and more secure. And finally, let's look at the call center. To set the stage, I call the call center, and the operator needs to verify my identity. They enter my user ID, and the rest of my information auto-populates. Once they click Authenticate, they can either send me an invitation to authenticate via email or text message. For the demo, I'm going to pick email, but it's the exact same experience via text message. Now let's take a look at my email. And here it is. Once I click Complete Authentication, it's going to prompt me again to take a selfie. Exact same experience. So in terms of user experience, that's it. But let's take a look at the call center side. So immediately, the operator receives a response that I've been authenticated and they can serve me, resulting in faster service and less risk.
Maximize compliance with internal policies and external PII regulations by replacing or augmenting that user ID and password with a biometric. Thank you very much. Please come by our booth. We'd love to continue the conversation.
Thank you.